My name is I'm corporate chef for Fagor Professional, and this is the Καραμανης chef's team. So, let's go to introduce the new iKORE combi range. It's gonna take us around 45 minutes, 40 minutes, something like that, yeah? On the table you have a Basque menu. We come from the Basque country, north of Spain. So this, the menu is designed based on our gastronomy, okay? So first of all, you will enjoy our traditional picture. It's called Hilda. It's just to eat it on one bit, okay? And on the top we put some olive oil. The second thing, the main course, is something that you have to choose between the fish and the meat. The fish is caught in this kind of sauce, which is one of those main traditional sauces. And the other one is the pork, this based in a demi-glace and a red wine sauce as well. Okay, you can choose, and you will see how we will do direct cooking and the regeneration. Okay. So, in the meantime, let me please introduce one video that is talking about the overnight cooking. The overnight cooking is an additional function which is based on the cooking processes, and this gives us the choice, the benefit to be able to cook during the night, okay?
Great results take time that we often don't have. Welcome to the additional functions from Fagor Professional. In this video, we're going to prepare 2 dishes using overnight cooking. First of all, we'll make some barbecue lamb tacos, and then some veal shank baus. We'll start by preparing the marinade that we're going to use for the meat. First of all, we need to hydrate some dried chilies. Then we're going to toast some cinnamon, cumin powder, coriander seeds, and paprika in a frying pan. Now we'll crush it all together with some acetate, chilies, olive oil, salt, white vinegar, garlic and onion. We'll pour this mixture over our meat and put it on a tray with some chopped vegetables, which will add some juices and flavour the lamb. We'll now go to the additional functions on our iKORE and select overnight cooking. We'll set it to lamb, unsealed and the gentle delta setting. The iKORE will adjust its settings according to our choices and automatically tell us when to add the lamb. When it's time to add the lamb, the iKORE will also tell us we need to insert the EZ sensor. We'll use the EZ sensor positioner to cook the ribs to the perfect desired level. Now we're going to move on to our second recipe, veal shank baus. First of all, we'll chop up some carrots, onions and tomatoes. Then we'll season the meat with salt, black pepper, cinnamon, star anise, oil and wine. Next we'll use the mandoline to slice up some pickled gherkins, and after that we'll julienne an onion. As before, we go to additional functions and choose overnight cooking. This time we'll choose beef for the meat, add that it's a shank, and tell it we want to cook without sealing and at a medium delta setting. You can now leave the kitchen and the iKORE will cook overnight without your supervision. This means you can go and enjoy all the other things that matter to you. It's time to enjoy innovative cuisine with an independent oven that cooks for you. You can have the confidence that when you return, everything will be cooked perfectly to the precise level you selected. When we come back to our kitchen, we will break up the meat and prepare the tacos. We will also top our baus with the sliced gherkins and onions. And now it's time to enjoy.
Okay. Let me introduce you now. We call this combi range iKORE, okay? But this iKORE combi range is divided into different kind of models. There you have the advanced, and here we have the concept, okay? Which one is the touch screen, and the other one is the digital screen, okay? And this is a fully redesigned with a head.
Only the digital is different?
There are some differences. I need more or less 30 minutes to explain to you the differences, but a good question. So, as I told you, this is one new combi range, but it's divided in two kind of models, okay? We have the advanced, can you see on the screen? This is the digital one, okay? We fully redesigned the concept, the features, the functions, everything is redesigned if we compare this combi range to the previous one, okay? Also, it's very intuitive. For us, quite important, make the chef's lives easier in the kitchen. There are other people, other competitors, a lot of technology, but it's not easy to manage the combi in the kitchen. And you know, in the kitchen you have young people, old people, and our idea is just to make the life easier, okay? Very intuitive and friendly use, okay? So this is also in Europe, in Spain, there is a gastronomic university. It's called Basque Culinary Center. They help us to make this design easier to understand, okay? This is as I told you, advanced, and the basic, more basic combi we have is the combi. Can you find it here, okay? Also, we redesigned the panel, all the functions, all the features, everything is redesigned, as I told you, to make an easier life, okay? Here we have the digital screen, okay? That helps us to give us more functionalities to the combi. Can you see here, everything is redesigned. All the cooking mode, the temperature, the preheating, the dry heat, everything is redesigned, okay? With the concept as well. In the past we have no digital screen, so right now we are able to have recipes, additional functions to control the climate, everything, thanks to the screen, okay? This is the family picture. We have all kind of models, starting from 6 2/3 tray. This is the small combi. We have a 61, a 62, 101, 102, 201, and 202. All the sizes available, okay? And what is the main difference if we compare this combi range to the previous one? The idea is that now we can customize any combi to the needs of the chef. Not all the chefs will have the same needs, okay? It depends even where are you working or working for. It means, I don't need the same things from when I buy a combi if I'm working a Michelin star, in a canteen, in a hospital, or in a coffee shop, okay? So our idea is just to give the choice to the chef to decide how he wants to be his combi. So we have two kinds of combis, I told you, the advanced and the concept, okay? Not everybody needs the advanced. Some people, they say, okay, with the With the concept, I'm okay. But this is the first choice. The second choice is we can choose between the direct steam and the pure steam. What does this mean? The pure steam is when we create the steam by using a steam generator, and the direct steam is when I do it by injection. Later on I will go deeper, but I can choose. Other competitors, they have only the steam generators or only injection. It depends on what are you going to do, what are you going to cook, and how you can decide, pay by the boiler or not. It's important. Later on we'll see the difference. And the last main choice is decide between the eye washing or the basic washing. In some countries, when I ask to the chefs, okay, are you ready to pay by the automatic, by the eye washing? They say, for sure. You go to other countries and say, I don't need the eye washing. Why do I have to pay by the eye washing? It's more expensive. Even it depends of how I use my combi. Imagine that I'm steaming. This is the example. May I have the chip, please? Watch. To cook this, we have been cooking, steaming 80 degrees in 12 hours. So if I'm preparing, if I'm steaming strongly all the time, my combi, I don't need to wash it because it's fully clean. Okay? So this is because sometimes some people, they decide to go to the eye washing or the basic washing. But this is something that the chefs can choose. Also, we have the multi-try. The multi-try is our planification manager. We can work in two ways, in the manual mode and in the eye cooking mode. So this is we can set different times, and even we can cook using 3 props at the same time. It's very friendly to use. I can tell you that other competitors, they have something similar, but it's quite difficult. And I tell you that the worst thing we can do is make the life more difficult to the chefs, because at the end, the combi is somehow the heart of the kitchen. It's the most the multifunction. You can find them in the combi. 85% of the cooking process can be done in the combi. But when you make very difficult to understand, then people is unhappy. So the idea is the planificator also to be very friendly, very intuitive. Okay. Okay. What's make the difference between this combi range to our previous combi range? Now we have the iClimate. This means that we have the humidity sensor that is checking each second the quantity and the quality of the humidity in the cooking chamber. The quantity and the quality of the humidity. We have the humidity sensor is in both combis, in advance and the concept. Each second we are checking the humidity, each second. Once you control the humidity, you can adjust the rest of the parameters for a better cooking result. But everything starts here with the humidity sensor. And this way we have better uniformity in terms of cooking, and we are more efficient because we are able to analyze this humidity. I hope you enjoy the food, okay? Because now it's time to talk about the different kind of steam that we have in the combis. We have the pure steam and the direct steam. Some of you maybe already know, but there are 2 ways to create a steam in a combi. One is when I use the pure steam. This means that I will create the steam with a steam generator, with a boiler. The boiler is out of the cooking chamber. Then we create the steam out of the cooking chamber. Okay? This is pure steam, very fresh and no impurities. It's the best steam in the world when we create it with a steam generator. The other way is when we create the steam using the injection. What does this mean? This means that in the cooking chamber I have dry heat. If I spray water, I get the steam. This is like a bain-marie. When I put a tray full of water and I give dry heat, at the end is boiling, okay? This is the best steam? No. Because all the impurities, they go inside the cooking chamber. And even we cannot saturate the cooking chamber. With the pure steam, 99%. So, if you are going to steam strongly, for sure, from Fagor will tell you, go for the pure steam. But telling this, I can tell you, does everybody need a boiler? I didn't know. Imagine you and me, we have a coffee shop. We are baking bread, croissant, sometimes we frying something, but we are not steaming vegetable, we are not cooking sous vide. Do I need to pay by the boiler? No. The idea behind is that we give you the offer, the choice, to choose between the pure steam or derivatives. It depends on you. If I'm cooking and steaming all the time, sous vide for example, the chicks, 24 hours a day, no doubt, go to the pure steam. But if you don't need it, you can choose. This is the idea, okay? And the temperature range is start from the 30 to the 130 degrees in both cases. You understand what is the idea, no? So, after we decide if we go to the pure steam or direct steam, imagine in the same hotel. In the same hotel, in the main kitchen, I'm steaming all the time, pure steam. But they have a coffee shop, a coffee corner in the hotel. Do I need the same combi? No. So I'm saving money. You will pay, but the things that you really want to pay. This is the idea behind. Okay, and the video is always the best tool to give you the information. So we record this video. Maybe I think it's not solo by technical reasons, but this is a summary of the main benefits that we can find when we go to this combi range.
Παρουσιάζουμε τη νέα γενιά φούρνων iKORE της Fagor Professional. Μια νέα ιδέα για την κουζίνα που αλλάζει τα καθιερωμένα. Μια μοναδική γενιά με διαφορετικές σειρές φούρνων κόμπι. Η σειρά iKORE παρέχει ολοκληρωμένες δυνατότητες διαμόρφωσης, advanced concept, boiler ή έγχυση, έξυπνο ή βασικό πλύσιμο. Απλότητα στην έκφραση που αναδεικνύει όλες τις δυνατότητες του φούρνου. Advance, ένας εξαιρετικός φούρνος που φέρνει την επανάσταση στην εστίαση με το σύνολο των λειτουργιών του. Ο ιδανικός εξοπλισμός για τις επαγγελματικές κουζίνες που επιτυγχάνει την τέλεια ισορροπία ανάμεσα στην ποιότητα του μαγειρέματος, την απλότητα, την απόδοση και την ασφάλεια. Ο φούρνος Concept με μη αυτόματα χειριστήρια και δυνατότητα ηλεκτρονικού ελέγχου. Απλός, οικονομικός και ανθεκτικός. Ένας φούρνος με ανθεκτικό σχεδιασμό και κατασκευή από υλικά υψηλής ποιότητας που προσφέρουν μία σειρά προϊόντων που έχουν δημιουργηθεί για να διαρκέσουν. Χάρη στο iClima, ο αισθητήρας υγρασίας της σειράς Advanced μετρά και διαχειρίζεται την υγρασία στο 1%, ενώ στη σειρά Concept η μέτρηση και η διαχείριση γίνεται στο 10%. Επιπλέον, χάρη στην ακριβή μέτρηση της υγρασίας, ο αγωγός καπνού και αερίων προσαρμόζεται στις απαιτούμενες παραμέτρους, αφαιρώντας την υπερβολική υγρασία και δημιουργώντας το κατάλληλο κλίμα με τη μέγιστη ακρίβεια. Τέλεια κατανομή θερμότητας και πλήρως αποδοτική παραγωγή. Ο αισθητήρας EaseEnd Sensor εξασφαλίζει την απόλυτη ακρίβεια με έλεγχο της θερμοκρασίας στον πυρήνα των τροφίμων και σας επιτρέπει να χρησιμοποιείτε έως και 3 ανιχνευτές ταυτόχρονα. Το Direct Stream με έγχυση ή το Pure Stream με boiler παράγει τη βέλτιστη υγρασία στο θάλαμο του φούρνου. Εξασφαλίζουμε ομοιόμορφη κατανομή της θερμότητας χάρη στις 6 ταχύτητες και την αμφίδρομη λειτουργία του στροβίλου με το HA Control. Επιπλέον, η ισχύς ρυθμίζεται με έξυπνο τρόπο. Το iCooking είναι μια νέα έξυπνη τεχνολογία μαγειρέματος, η οποία σας επιτρέπει να επιλέγετε γρήγορα και διαισθητικά το προϊόν για να επιτύχετε το επιθυμητό αποτέλεσμα. Ο φούρνος ρυθμίζει τις φάσεις και τις κατάλληλες παραμέτρους. Με το σύστημα Multi-Tray μπορούμε να ετοιμάζουμε διαφορετικά πιάτα ταυτόχρονα, καθώς διαχειρίζεται το μαγείρεμα αναδίσκο, εξασφαλίζοντας τη μέγιστη παραγωγικότητα. Με αυτό το σύστημα μπορούμε να προγραμματίσουμε την παραγωγή μας, ώστε να ξεκινήσει ή να ολοκληρωθεί την ίδια στιγμή, βάσει χρόνου ή χρησιμοποιώντας έως και 3 ανιχνευτές ταυτόχρονα. Επιπλέον, μπορούμε να τυποποιήσουμε τις δικές μας διαδικασίες μαγειρέματος χάρη στα καροτσάκια αγορών. Θα έχουμε πάντα βέλτιστα αποτελέσματα με το αυτόματο και μεταβλητό σύστημα ίγρανσης. Για μεγαλύτερη απόδοση, χρησιμοποιήστε τις πρόσθετες λειτουργίες, οι οποίες αποτελούν προγραμματισμένες μαγειρικές διεργασίες που θα σας βοηθήσουν να βρείτε το τέλειο σημείο διεργασίας για όλα τα φαγητά σας. Fagor Cooking Center, όπου θα έχετε πάντα διαθέσιμες όλες τις δικές σας και τις δικές μας συνταγές. Easy Cooking, που σας επιτρέπει να ρυθμίζετε το φούρνο με πιο απλό και εξατομικευμένο τρόπο, ακόμη και αν η πρόσβαση σε αυτόν είναι περιορισμένη. Το Fagor Touch εξασφαλίζει απλό, διαισθητικό και εξατομικευμένο έλεγχο. Όταν ολοκληρώσετε την εργασία σας, τα πάντα παραμένουν πεντακάθαρα με το σύστημα iWashing, ένα σύστημα αυτοκαθαρισμού που μπορεί να ρυθμιστεί για να πλένει με υγρό ή στέρεο απορρυπαντικό. Μέγιστη απολύμανση για μοναδική απόδοση. Επιπλέον, η δυνατότητα πλύσης με υγρό επιτρέπει να πραγματοποιείται η πλύση εξ αποστάσεως με εντελώς αυτόματο και αυτόνομο τρόπο. Το HACCP επιτρέπει την παρακολούθηση όλων των παραμέτρων μαγειρέματος και πλύσης με διαχείριση όλων των πληροφοριών απευθείας στον φούρνο ή εξ αποστάσεως με διαισθητικό τρόπο. Μπορείτε να έχετε τα πάντα συνδεδεμένα και να ελέγχετε το φούρνο σας από οπουδήποτε και κάθε στιγμή χάρη στο Fagor Connect, το οποίο σας δίνει τη δυνατότητα να προγραμματίζετε, να αναλύετε, να επιβλέπετε και να εξασφαλίζετε την αποτελεσματικότητα των φούρνων σας εξ αποστάσεως χρησιμοποιώντας τις συσκευές σας. Μία πρωτοποριακή γενιά φούρνων, ειδικά σχεδιασμένη για την επιχείρησή σας, στους οποίους μπορείτε να προσθέσετε τα κατάλληλα αξεσουάρ σύμφωνα με τις ανάγκες σας. Μία γενιά φούρνων κόμπι που συνδυάζεται από σεφ με γνώμονα τις ανάγκες των σεφ.
This is the videos making the summary of all the benefits, okay? But okay, what's another functionality we have? We have now the iCooking. In the iCooking, we divide the products in 8 families, okay? We have the meat, the chicken, the fish and the seafood, vegetables, rice, eggs and milk, pastry and bakery, okay? We'll see later on, we respect this structure and we go the family, the product, sub-products, and later on the pieces, the whole, for example, the whole chicken or the breast or the wings or whatever, and later on we choose the cooking process that we want to apply to this product. And at the end, only thing they have to do the chef is choose between a crispy or brown outside or juicy, rare, well done, whatever inside. This is a smart recipes, so this is no limit for the chefs, okay? All the advanced will do everything. But what about the concept? In the concept, thanks to our digital screen, we have also 200 recipes capacity, 100 already from the factory. And what's the difference between the advanced and the concept? In the advanced, everything is open, but with the concept, they are closed recipes. It means that we can execute them, and later on we can modify and store them in our Fagor recipe center. All the information is available, okay? Anytime the chef can check what is happening. For us, there is no secret. We are here to help the chefs, so we show all the information, all the gastronomy information. Later on, you can change. Sure, it's not the same gastronomy soup from in Spain, for example, or in Greece, or I don't know, in Australia. So all the chefs, we have different kind of cooking methods, no? You can adjust. Yes, you can adjust. You can imagine. You see, okay, you want to have the crispy and brown skin, but maybe for me it's okay, and maybe for you not. Yes, okay, but for you can adjust because you have all the information. I will show you later how it's working. For example, just a short example, okay? The chicken. I come in for the chicken here. It's in Greek, I try to go. So, I need to choose if I want to grill it, if I want to roast it. A little bit, explain, okay? So, I want to roast the chicken. And now, I need to choose how brown I want it outside and how juicy I want it inside. Okay, imagine that we say, okay, in a restaurant, the crispy chicken is going to be very brown. Okay, we execute the recipe, and some of you saying, okay, it's not enough. Then I can tell you that I have the information. You can really, in a very friendly way, modify what really you want to have because it's your recipe. So, the last step, 240. Okay, let's create or modify the recipe 260, 2 minutes, and that's all. And later, we can come here and we can save your recipe starting from a smart. Yes, and you have your programs. Who? I'm not God. I cannot tell you how you have to cook your chicken. What I have to do is give you the best gastronomy knowledge in a friendly way, you to be able to decide how do you want. Has no sense come from Spain, okay, all day, I know how to cook the chicken. Exactly. And later we can add even the pictures, whatever, we can write down the recipe, and in the Fagor Cooking Center you will find your recipe, our recipes, all the recipes, but everything based in a very intuitive way to cook. Some people, other competitors, they do the life sometimes complicated. I'm not a young guy, neither old, but I've been traveling a lot, all over the world. And what I realize is that we need to help the chefs in the kitchen. This is the truth, because this for us is important, but in the kitchen you have a lot of equipment. So this has to be intuitive and easy to use, okay? So, and here we have also but with the concept also we have recipes, okay? But these are closed recipes, okay? So the HRE control, this gives us the possibility to have 6 different fan speeds inside the cooking chamber. This means that we have a high speed inside, and also we can even stop the turbine. This is important when we are baking products or even slow cooking. We can adjust the speed inside the combi oven. Okay, this is very, very important. Appreciated by the chefs, for the baking chefs as well, that is an expert. This is very important. We have this functionality available for the advanced and for the concept in both cases. Okay. What about the additional functions? May I ask you if any combi anywhere in the world can make overnight cook, can make smoke cooking, fermentation, pasteurization, dehydrate, sous vide, or even regeneration. Any combi in the world can do these cooking processes? I tell you, yes. Yes, you can do it. But sometimes the question is how. So we decided to create this section to give the gastronomic information to the chefs. When you say to somebody, okay, let's go to make the pasteurization, yeah, sometimes get, because some people, they don't know. So we decided to create this section because give all the information about those cooking processes. This is not a cooking mode. These are a combination of cooking mode to create a cooking process. So this way we can overnight cook, we can do the pasteurization, dehydrate, cook sous vide, okay? For example, later on, I share a video with you, but you have different kind of products. Even you can smoke in the cold way or the hot way. Everything is there available, okay? And what about the concept? In the concept, also we have those additional functions, okay? But in a closed way, not as open as here. This is because the difference of the advanced and the concept, okay? Fagor Cooking Center. When we create our recipes, manual recipes, iCooking recipes, additional function recipes, everything here, you can find it in the Fagor Cooking Center, okay? And here we can manage them in a very friendly way. All? Yes. Later when we finish, I can show you in a very short way how to do it. And also, I tell you to all the audience that also at Mr. Καραμανης, they have a headquarters, a training center, demo cooking center. Any doubt, with the help of the chefs, you can check, because we are in exhibition, no time for everything. But here in Athens, there is the place, the proper place to check the combis. Okay, and this is the best idea. Okay, the easy function. I put one example. In a hotel, I'm the corporate chef. This is chef of the Italian restaurant. He's the chef of the pastry, whatever. Maybe I don't want to have all the staff the same access to the combis. I mean, if I have if I want him to use only 2 recipes, I can modify the access thanks to the easy function, okay? Even I can give you access to download recipes or maybe not. So this is different. Even I can modify the design of the screen to make it even more simple. I can tell you, I can give you to use, for example, the lowest eye washing system, because in the restaurant that you're working, I know how the dirt is going on or not. I can modify the washing system that you want to use. This way, you avoid losses. Okay, when you have no more new people, everything is the same by you. Okay. Okay, the eye washing, I told you. We have 2 different options when we go to eye washing. From the factory, we have the solid tablets. Okay, the solid tablets. We fully redesigned the washing system, the eye washing. But also we have another option, is the liquid version. We can connect the liquid version, and if we connect the combi to the cloud, remotely, we can execute the washing systems. And once, imagine, you buy the combi, you buy it with the solid version, later on, you want to go to the liquid, you can order 1 kit and we can modify it. Very interesting. This is another thing. Based on the liquid washing, if I have, imagine a catering, a hotel, something like that, I have 3-4 combis, I can connect all of them to the liquid version. And this is the real automatic washing system. Other competitors, they say washing system automatic. Automatic is not when I decide and I have to put the tablet. Automatic, fully automatic is when I do like this, and the washing system starts. Okay, this is appreciated also. For example, if I have 4 different restaurants in the town, I can connect all at the cloud. I can check if the washing system is done. Even I can execute it remotely. Okay, this is something that you decide. ACCP is fully redesigned as well. We can even control the humidity that's been in the cooking chamber during the cooking process. Everything. We can download, if we connect the advanced to the cloud, we can download all the information in a PDF. But in both cases, thanks to the USB, we have all the information, all the temperature, the cooking, the probe, the humidity, the fan speed, everything. Any problem, I send you the information. This is really, really a good tool. And okay, we are working on the connectivity. It's, by Ethernet, we can connect the advanced. In the near future also, the concept, okay? But anyway, we can download all the information using the USB, okay? So thank you for coming. Anything you need from us, let us know. All the chefs team and the sales team from Καραμανης is ready to help. And just in case you want to go deeper, more information, because it was 45 minutes, I think sometimes you need more time to cook, to be more flexible. So we are ready. We have a nice demo center in Athens and waiting for you guys. So thank you for coming. Thank you.